What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I want to talk about a story I saw this morning, and man, this story is rough. I'm gonna just be honest with you. This lady right here, God bless her. Her name is Capri Landfair of Detroit, Michigan. Shout out Detroit. And this woman went through an ordeal this past week that no mother or parent should have to go through. This woman's son, who's pictured here, is Micheal Doss II, 25 years old. From all accounts, was a good kid, wasn't in a gang, didn't do any type of drugs, never committed any type of crime. Was a very good person. Family loved him, had a mother and a father in his life. Last week, this guy left the house, never to be seen again. The mother and search parties went out looking for Mr. Doss. In the midst of them looking for him and putting the word out, Fox 2 News was on the scene, letting her tell a story. And something very shocking happened. And I want to show this to you. I never saw this coming in the news article, but this is a horrific scenario to be in. Take a look.
Still in shock, disbelief.
Capri Landfair was on a desperate search to find her son, Micheal Doss II. He had been missing for days. Members of an organized search party found the man on February 24th, deceased in a garage in Southwest Detroit. We were with the family doing a story when they found him.
What y'all saw, y'all needed to see. Y'all needed to see that. Y'all needed to see a mother looking for their missing baby. Y'all needed to see the pain and the grief.
Medical examiners ruled Micheal died by suicide. He was just 25 years old.
He felt invisible to the world, not to me, not to his dad, not to his aunties and uncles and cousins. He didn't feel invisible. He felt invisible to society.
About 4 years ago, Micheal started struggling with his mental health. First depression, then schizophrenia.
I need y'all to know the signs to look for. Like the lack of response, the unwillingness to do anything, the having to pull them out of the bed, the lack of not wanting to take medications. Like, I counted meds. Like, I did everything that I could do with my son. Like, I made sure he had therapy, and when that therapist wasn't working, went to the other therapist. There was nothing more that I could have done. I did everything that I could do.
There is a history of mental illness in Capri's family, and she's not afraid to talk about it.
My father committed suicide when I was 13 years old. And so I have experience with suicide.
And she's willing to talk about it to anyone who will listen.
We have to start having these hard conversations where, you know, sweeping stuff under the rug, or, oh, he's fine or she's fine and they'll be okay. And no, you need to react on those things. There needs to be an urgency.
Licensed therapist Dr. Sabrina Jackson echoing Capri's sentiments.
When it comes to those things about our emotions and our mental health, people keep it silent. But anything that we keep in the dark will fester. It will grow. It will not get better. We have to shine a light on it for it to get better.
Everything that I've done my entire life was for Micheal. And now, since Micheal doesn't have a voice, I have to be his voice. My baby didn't die in vain. His life meant something. If it meant that us as a Black community, we start having these conversations, we can't expect anybody else to save us.
A mother who has lost her only child, hoping people will watch this story and learn something.
People are suffering. People are hurting. How do we stop the suffering? How do we stop the hurt? I can't answer that today. But what I can say is we start to heal by having these uncomfortable conversations.
And that was Fox 2's Camille Amiri reporting. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline provides free and confidential support 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call the Lifeline by dialing 988 or text 741-741.
Guys, that's the startling news. Now, I got to admit, that was disturbing. First and foremost, let me say this. I give this woman, Capri Landfair, and her family, and everybody out there that volunteered to search for this missing man, Micheal Doss II, respect. A lot of people talk about stuff, but there are real people out there doing what needs to be done to help a fellow citizen in coming back to a calmer state in life and finding peace, or just to fix a solution. So I got to give him respect. I give Miss Capri respect, because even though this happened on live, well, not live TV, but while they was being recorded, he was found, and luckily he was found. She didn't tell him, hey, don't show that, don't show this. I mean, it didn't show him, but I agree with what she said. She said that needed to be seen. A lot of times we hear about stories of, mental illness and stuff like that. And we see it like from, like when I do stories, a lot of time it's from after something has happened, when somebody has mental illness, they could either committed a crime or something like that, or hurt somebody else. This guy right here wasn't a criminal. He hurt himself. And from the standpoint of me doing this video, it comes from the victims of, taking their own lives to the family that's left to pick up the pieces. She said it needs to be seen. We hear about this stuff all the time, but you never see the true reality of what it does to people that are left behind after somebody feels as though they don't want to be here no more. Said he had 4 years ago, his struggle started. First, it started with depression. I can sympathize with that. I myself has suffered depression in one time or another. A lot of times depression is like a forefront for an illness that's behind, a mental illness behind that. Said he started suffering from schizophrenia after that. And she said, hey, she cared about him. They all did. She said, you got to look for the warning signs when they're not attentive, when they're not really paying attention when you're talking to them. She found her son hanging in the garage. What's messing with that? Seriously. And she wasn't the only person that found it. Other people found that too. I know that was horrifying. I can't fathom that emptiness or that feeling of just drop when something like this happened, when your heart just falls out of your chest. For her to get on TV, tell her story, and then warn others about it, I give her nothing but respect. I give all of them respect. Like she said, it has to be seen. You have to know. I'm on here putting out a warning. Look for the signs. Say he wouldn't get out of bed. She had to pull him out of bed sometime. That's depression. If I ever seen it, I've been like that. And then a lot of times when you're around people, if you're good at covering up, like I was good at covering it up, you would have thought nothing was happening to me. But when I'm safe and out of sight in the house by myself, I was going through it. Luckily, I was able to pull myself out of that. Some people can't. And it's like, I just wish he could have, found a better way to handle the situation. Sometimes, you can have a support system around somebody and things still can happen. I don't know how to fix this. I don't know what solutions they have. Like they said he wasn't taking his medication too. And I don't know, I'm not going to touch that because I don't know why he did it. I know some people don't take medication because it make them sick, or sometimes they feel as though nothing's wrong with it, or sometimes they feel fine after taking said medication a little bit of time. But I will tell you this, I don't know about schizophrenia. I never suffered from that. But I can tell you about depression. sometimes with depression, you might feel like you're okay, but you're not. If anybody out there is suffering from mental health or anything like that, best thing to do is take your prescribed medication. And if you still don't feel right, say something. People are around you because they love you and they want to see you back, close to back being your old self. Sometimes, depending on what you're going through in life, it's always options. You don't have to take that road to where you take your own life. Now, I don't know what his problem was, but it is apparent he didn't want to be here no more. Man, this is hard. I guess that's it for now. I mean, may he rest in peace, and may his family, continue to try to get over this. I mean, 25 years old on the planet, and they enjoyed him, and all of a sudden it's taken like that. It's something you never get over. You never get over. It's a good thing they found his body, though. Now, though it's under some crazy circumstances, he was found. But it was just too late. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.